Hi, this is James Sella from SiteQuest Technologies. We are a partner firm with Gain Capital, been serving them for their needs with website monitoring and archiving and some assistance with social media compliance as well for nearly a decade now. Today I wanted to show you how our system monitors and archives websites. And so I just have a demo system that I've set up here. I'm just going to show you a couple of the main aspects of the system. First, I'm going to show you workflow. Second, I'm going to get into more of an inventory and reproducing how the system works when it comes to reproducing website as it existed in the past. So first and foremost, to be able to monitor a website, really all we just need is a name of who owns or is over that website, an owner as we call it, and the URL of the site. From a workflow point of view, we then go out and can monitor these sites based upon different events triggering a potential review. So we have in our system set up a couple different types of reviews. One, a review based upon whether the content on a page changes or not, the readable content on a page changes or not, or if a new page has been created on a site that's being monitored. So here, as an example, I have a site that I'm monitoring, and a single review has come through on one of the sub pages of this particular site. So I just click on the Start Review button. It tells me what site has changed, what our previous version of that site was, what the current version of it was, and some information about the change or programmatically, how many bytes and things like that have changed. To see the actual review, I just click on Review Detail, and I can see here highlighted in red or green some of the things that changed. In this case, it looks like they added some additional changes to the industry affiliation section for this particular page. So what we're showing here in this display currently, and you can have it show in HTML format if you wish, but most of our users will just switch to stripping out that and reading just what's the readable text on here. We also have what we call a go back side by side, which gives you the ability to see what that site, those pages look like on a side by side view between the 23rd and the 24th. So in this case, if I scroll down, I can see that the industry affiliation section has changed where they've added some additional detail. From here, I have the capability of then either discarding this review as it doesn't need any additional assistance there or any additional consideration there. So if there's no issue here, then this page can be discarded and then other pages can be reviewed, or it can be created or assigned to a case. And so you can enter in a case ID as an example that might match to another tracking system and have you on your end. You can select a type and different steps it can go through to get it taken care of. These options here are fully configurable and can say whatever you'd like, and you have as many options as you'd like on that one to create a case. So that's an example of how the system works from a workflow point of view if you're monitoring specific pages or specific sites in total. Now, the other function that we have available on this is the ability to go and look at a site's particular inventory. So I can look up a site in here as an example and go to this loftadvisor.com, and I can come in here and see a full inventory of what makes that site a site. So if I go into the inventory, I can see, for example, active pages that we're monitoring. I can look at version histories of those particular pages and actually access the raw HTML for those particular pages to see what they look like or what they said on those given dates and times. Additionally, we have the capability of doing what we call a go back, which is where our system attempts to rebuild that site as it exists in the past. So if I want to see what it looked like earlier in the month, I can click on that link and it will go to a version of what it looked like, in this case on January the 14th. And then I can use the links that are contained in here. So the entire time, even if the site has been taken down or gone away, I still have the ability to navigate and see what that site looked like in the past. And that in general is just a brief synopsis of what our system does in order to be able to see, track a site as it changes from a workflow point of view, and be able to go in and reproduce the site as it's given on it, how it looked in the past, and also be able to have an archive of all the resources like images, media file, pages, documents, things like that that exist on the site, that are then archived and tracked, even if they're taken down or gone away. In this particular case, you can see that I've got versions of this site going back for about the last 6 months or so. It's just as an example. And that's our Squatcher application.